Record. Okay, here we are, October 29th, 2024. Right smack in the middle of intense times. Apparently, the planets are still very much in retrograde.
Okay.
So we are here. We're going to do some channeling, and we're going to bring in the collective soul and maybe Source and whoever else may want to come in.
So what I'm getting also was, as I'm channeling, if you have any questions, just pitch them out to me.
Yeah, we're going to do kind of an interview style as well.
Okay.
So
I can start and then you can have your questions.
Yeah, free
Okay.
flow, and then welcome to the 1500 show of the Danny and Lucy Bridge Call.
Exactly. That needs to be done to help everybody understand what's going on.
Yeah. Right. So we got to get back online and get back into the bridge. All right.
That's
so
good start.
I already feel the energies are happening.
Mm-hmm.
And so let's get situated so we can bring in higher and only for our
highest good.
For our highest and best good.
We wish to thank all the beings that are here with us today, this entire collective soul, the mind, the higher mind, along with source energy that feeds and generates love and energy through the collective souls. For we are one and the same. As we come to you today, we understand you all have great ideas, many ideas as to what's going on your planet. Many things are happening on many different timelines. We wish to talk to you today about timelines. Danny understands, and many of you understand, that many possible timelines are in flux right now. They are in motion right now. Imagine a wave with many things floating on the wave, and there's all these different timelines moving and ebbing, deciding which one that each and every one of us is going to go to or experience, so to say. These timelines contain many areas of your life, the way you live, the where you live, the level of your consciousness. So the lower timelines are for those that are of the lower third dimension, who are earthbound, who are all about materialism, about survival, about fear. These are one timeline. Multiple timelines exist to the higher timeline, where the timeline is of the highest frequency, which many of you may call the fifth dimension or sixth dimension or density, where there is peace and there is calm on the planet and there is no more negativity on the planet. So there are multiple levels of different timelines on your planet playing out now their roles. And each and every one of us who are here on the planet have to decide which one are we going to. There is no longer sitting on the fence. It's a time of decisions. It's a time of anchoring your energy to the timeline, because these timelines are going to start to manifest, and we will separate different timelines for different people. So people who are of a higher frequency will lose the people of a lower frequency. We want to talk about frequency and your energy of your heart. So these timelines are going to happen in what we see as a very quick timeline, as could actually happen in one day. As source is coming through at this time, the source energy is saying, yes, this can happen in one day, that fast. Because the frequencies on the planet are ready. We're ready to move forward or stay. So if you are earthbound, you are selfish, you are all about your money, your house, your material wealth, you will be staying on the planet at this level that we experience now, with corruption, with war, with negativity. That will be your playground. That will be your timeline. And that timeline is one you have chosen to be in, because you are all about material things and fear and those type of things on the planet. Where those that are in the middle, who are ready to move forward, will have a timeline that could be in the middle, where there is some peace, but there's still some negativity. There's still some trouble on the planet. There's still some violence, but far better than what it is now. And then another level timeline where we're away from all of this. All of this is gone. All of it is positive. All of it is high vibrational. All of this is the fifth dimension, fifth density, where we do not see the lower realms. We do not see the three-dimensional one. We will split. So we were using the word split timelines. So a time is coming where you will no longer see certain people in your life. They will just be gone. For the timeline split, you will go in one direction, they will go in another direction, and we will not see them anymore. And all of this is in divine order, as we understand, because you are, it's all on the level of your evolution and the level of your frequency. It is that simple. You go to the frequency that you resonate with, that you have chosen to be in. And so as we see this on a collective level, it is all in good order. It is all in divine order, not to be afraid of, not to worry about in any way, because it's all coming into balance. This is all about balance, where the planet is coming to its true nature, and you go to that true nature that you vibrate to. So it's a decision on a soul level, on an emotional level, whether you want to stay in this third dimension, where it's all about its materialism, and it's all about negativity, it's all about violence and corruption. That will be your choice, because you have not evolved enough yet. But for those of you, and it will be a smaller number, that are ready to surpass all that and to rise above all of this lower frequencies and this matrix, so to speak, you will have a wonderful place to go to, a place that you will understand as high vibrational, high density, where you will leave this corruption that you see on this planet behind. You'll leave the darkness that's here on this planet and the negativity. This is your divine spot to be in as you evolve higher. These decisions are already been made on a collective level. Each and every one of you may not understand this, but for those that are asleep, as you call it, they do not know that they've already made the decision to stay or to go. And most of them are staying, as we see it on our collective soul. But what amazing is what's happening on this planet. There's an amazing cleansing. There's an amazing purging. And with that comes an amazing healing. For all of us have been traumatized on this planet for thousands of years. There's been so much trauma put on us that we are damaged, we are hurt, we are wounded. And you can't move up to the higher frequencies, to the higher levels, until you heal and cleanse all these wounds, all these hurts, all this submission by the oligarchs. It's been a terrible one-way show on this planet for thousands of years. It is time to rise above this, for it is coming to the end, to the crosshairs. That's why the timelines are going to move and split. We see multiple timelines, many different choices and many different levels, from the third high dimensional to the fourth low dimension, middle fourth, higher fourth. So we see multiple timelines playing out at this moment. And yes, some of these timelines are overlapping, as Danny understands it, and some of his friends, where objects from the other dimension, other timeline, are coming into this dimension physically. So as we rise up and heal our wounds, heal our all the negativity that's been put on us, including mind control. As we lift this veil and we heal and we purge and we purify, we are able to move to those higher realms and dimensions and timelines, for the healing is well on its way. It's well on its way. Many of you are very powerful healers. Now, you've come here at this time to assist the planet in healing and assist the plant life, the animal life, the waters of your world, along with the people. So this is a massive healing and purging on many levels, And you're well on your way to overcoming all of these and moving forward from these wounds, from these things that you've been subjected to for hundreds and hundreds of years by the powers that be. This no longer can hold space, for as the powers that be no longer have a force to be powerful over you anymore. This is going away. You're going to see such change on your planet that you never thought could happen in the very near future. As we see it as a soul collective, as a soul group, we are moving together on a collective scale as we're healing. We are healing all the wounds on so many levels that are taking us to a whole new height, a height that has taken tens of thousands of years to attain. Along with the duality that you had to swim through, the rough waves, the ebbs and flows, that you understood that the system is the way it is, that you had to learn from it and grow from it and heal from it. This has been your journey for tens of thousands of years. It's now culminating at this point, at this time on your planet. The next 2 to 5 years will be massive changes on your planet. And in those times, in those future years, we see the timeline splitting, where people will be starting to go to their designated timeline in this very short period of time. So expect a lot to happen, but to know that it's always in divine order. Source is here to help us. Source is here to say that it will happen. It is our destiny, and you cannot stop it. Nothing can stop what is coming for us. We are open for any questions.
Awesome. Thank you so much. This is very interesting about these timelines. So you mentioned that there's going to be this big split, and then it'll be in a day. It'll happen within one day. So I wasn't really clear on what will happen in one day. So can you say more about that?
Light on that.
Mm-hmm.
This has been in the prophecies of this change on this planet on so many levels. There is a time, this is Source speaking now, that I have commanded the change on your planet. I will step in. Energies need to be flushed out, purged, and new ones anchored in permanently. I will be doing this for you, for the planet, in one day. I cannot say a timeline. The time has come very soon. Understand that my word is final. You see, the dark ones, the wicked ones, believe that they have all the power. They do not know that I have the ultimate power. And it is time for their corruption and suffering that they inflict on you to end. And I will step in with my full force in one day. You will notice a massive shift on your planet on so many levels. You will actually feel the difference on your planet. This density that you're in will be lifted. It will not feel so heavy. It will not feel so negative. It will be lifted up, And from there, you can take that new level to the next level, because a lot of the work has to be done by you, each and every one of you. You have to heal, you have to move forward, you have to live in your hearts and to love your creator and yourselves. It's the most important thing you can ever do, is to truly love yourself, love your fellow man, and love your creator. That will raise the vibration on the planet to a whole new height, to a whole new level. As I command it, this will happen in your future. This is your destiny, and it is time for the changes to come. For I will not allow them to harm you anymore. I will not allow them to believe that they are the gods, that they are the rulers of your planet and your populace. That no longer is going on. I am putting a stop to this, and I'm putting a stop to it now. The time is near. The time is very near. That is all I can say about the subject.
So thank you. So are we going to notice that like in um hurricanes and fires? Is that how it's going to come through, or is it going to be like more of a solar flare? How, like, what can we expect to go through this big shift that's going to take place?
This big shift will happen energetically.
Mm-hmm.
Not a storm, not a flood, nothing earthbound like this. It's an energy wave that I will wave my hand over your planet, and I will change all that is negative,
Mm,
all that is harmful, all that thinks it has power over all of you. I will wave my hand, and it will be done. My word will be done.
mm,
It will be an energetic shift that each and every one of you will feel. It will be a calming energy. You will feel, because you're so used to this third dimensional density, you don't understand or feel how truly heavy and dense this energy field is on your planet. When this day comes, you will feel completely lightened. You'll be completely free, as if the chains were off, that you could fly, that if you were to swing your arms in the air, you would feel like you could fly like a bird.
mm,
So much lighter.
mm,
You will feel this. It will be a level of your consciousness that will understand that the shift has truly happened.
mm.
This shift will be enlightening. This will bring great joy to the hearts of all, for those that are ready to accept it.
Mm.
So it is my time to put my word down to eliminate the darkness on this planet. Enough.
Sounds, this sounds liberating, sounds exciting. So with that, do our abilities increase? Are we, connecting more to source when this happens? Are we able to, be more telepathic, or, just be able to tap into our own intuition better?
Yes.
Would it increase?
Yes. So this vibrational frequency that you're moving to, that most of you are moving to, some, as I said before, are here in the material world and wish to stay in the material world. They're all about possessions, they're all about their power. But for those of you who are ready, are going to see the veil completely open, where your gifts will expand. You will have greater insight, greater abilities, until you're ready to move to that fifth dimension, and you are becoming more crystalline. Then many other gifts will come through, as telepathy, as you said, and others. But for the meantime, for those of you who already have abilities, they will increase. The flow of energy between people now, when this happens, will be so seamless. so beautiful. You will not have to work at it. You will not have to meditate or do anything like this to make things connect and feel and um, do your mediumship, your healing work. All of it will improve immensely,
Mm,
immensely when this happens. It will be effortless. It will flow. It will be
amazing.
miraculous for those of you who have some of those abilities already. They are going to be increased greatly when
Hmm.
this happens. Increased greatly. More connection to source. For those of you who have always wished that you could channel, you will be able to channel.
Mm,
You will be
amazing.
doing what the channelers do. You will have that ability. And your greater knowing, your knowing will increase. You will understand etheric thoughts and ideals far easier,
Mm,
far easier. But as I say, it's still a ladder that you must go through step
hmm.
after step after step. As you progress, you will only be higher abilities, more consciousness, your conscious level will rise, your knowing will rise, all of it. Negativity is going to phase away of all kinds, all the traumas, all the things that may be holding even the light worker back will be lifting. All of that. It is all the work of the dark was to traumatize you, to hold you
Mm,
back, to program you, to hold you back. All of that will be lifted as my word is the word. My word will end all of this. For my children are coming home. My children are coming home.
there's a lot of people that are prophesizing what it is you're saying right now. Um, how we are going to increase our abilities, and and a lot of things are going to drop away. And that may make a lot of people nervous, like how we're going to eat, how we're going to pay our bills, how we're going to live. Um, and what can you say about that as we go through the transition? Because we're hearing about solar flares and comets that are going to hit the planet, and is are the wars going to stop? There's just so much
Okay,
going on right now.
we wish to go back to the timelines. For some timelines, there will be death and destruction. For those that are not ready to um, move forward from this third dimensional, they will suffer. They will have storms. They will have meteorites. They will have wars. They will have all of those. For that is what they're choosing.
Mm,
But for those of you that are above that, who have evolved past that, um, you will not experience those in your timeline. There will be no wars. There will be no death and destruction.
mm,
So what is coming forward is the abundance on your planet. As I decreed, the abundance is yours. You've been robbed of your abundance. Only a small handful of people on your planet have true financial abundance, where the rest of you are struggling. That is ending. That is ending. For some years, you will have to experience still the system of money, that idea of money, or that consciousness of money, of purchasing something with something that you hold. That will be phased out of your consciousness in the years to come.
mm,
But for the interim, money is still valuable. Money still will feed you, give you shelter, give you your immediate needs. Money will still be here. But the money will be spread around equally around the planet, where the controllers of your planet will not hoard the major amount of this energy. For money is strictly an energy, an energy of exchange. And that energy is being transferred from the dark ones to the light ones. So you will not have to worry about supplying your food and your shelter and your immediate needs. Because as a physical being, you still need all those things. You need food, you need shelter, you need all of those things. Those will change. There are many systems on your planet that are going to bring prosperity, that have been in the back rooms waiting for this perfect timing to come forward. The amount of gold and silver and precious metals that is being held, and all these riches that are here waiting for the populace. This is your abundance coming. This will change the way you think about your lives, where I have to work so hard just to pay the rent, to buy some food. That is going to change in your consciousness. Abundance will be there freely. You will never have to worry about, will I have enough money at the end of the month? That will be an old energy of the past. That is what the dark created for you, that you were always in lack, that you were always worried. Am I going to have enough money? Am I going to be able to keep my job? Am I going to lose my house? All of these things are the past energies that you're going to leave behind you, as the abundance is shared amongst the entire planet. And poverty will be a thing of the past. Does this answer your question?
Yeah, it's understandable, like as you do move higher up into the frequencies, you're not going to be living in those lower thought forms. So there'll be more trust and faith in being taken care of and abundance and everything supplied, and so the more you let that go and the more you move into trust and faith, yeah, you lose
Understand
the
also, one of the newer gifts you will be getting is the gift of manifestation. You will be able to manifest what you want,
right.
what you desire. Manifesting will come very easily in the years to come for you, because it's been blocked from you. The dark has held this from you. They've
Right.
programmed you. Where there are some people on the planet now who can manifest whatever they desire. But this will be on a grand scale, where your gifts, one of those new gifts, will be the gift of manifestation.
Well, that'll be great. It'll be like sending your intentions on the wire, on the reality, on the timeline wire. I just
Yes.
saw it as like back in the day when we used to play telephone, just send your message on the wire. I think that was a song back in the 80s. Isn't that incredible how it's all coming here now?
Mm-hmm.
So that is awesome information. And are we going to be experiencing any solar flares and EBS systems going out like before the end of the year? Do you feel that this is going to be part of our experience that we're needing?
This is the collective soul coming through, is saying yes, yes to all of that. What you've been hearing on your internet is a preview of what is about to come. And that preview is a system where you call emergency broadcast system, where across the planet, the signal or the siren will go, signifying a shutdown of your communications. This has to happen. This has to happen in a way where people who are safe. No, there will be no communications except for maybe the television and one signal. But this is a necessary event where your militaries around the world will be coming in, stepping in to get rid of those that cause you harm. The criminals of your world, the wicked ones, to finish getting rid of those. And many of you call them the minions, the ones you may call the Masons, or the Skull and Crossbones, and all these secret organizations that are going to be rounded up and cleaned up. They are going to be removed because they hold you back. They cause trouble, they cause harm. So this system is coming to a point where it's going to affect the entire planet. And we can't give you a time as to when, but how long will this happen? Many are saying anywhere, we feel between 3 to 10 days.
Oh.
We tend to point more to a 3 to 4 day period where all of this happens very quickly.
Hmm.
And as we see it, this could be the time where Source steps in and does the healing.
Hmm.
We can't confirm that, but on our level, from what we see from our vantage point, it would be a perfect time to do this. Would
So
be
I
a
heard while this was happening that we're not to go out, we're to stay close to home, don't go
yes,
to protests, and, stay off the streets
yes, exactly.
because there'll be a lot of, like you said, cleanup with the military.
Yes.
Hmm.
Also, when we're shutting, there'll be blackouts all over the world. They will be very short-lived. They're trying to keep it under 4 to 5 hours tops.
Hmm.
When the system comes back on, it will be a different form of electricity. It will be Tesla
Hmm.
technology.
Hmm.
It will not be the old grid that you've experienced for the last 100+ years. It will be a different source of energy. It will be Tesla energy. No longer will you need nuclear plants or coal plants or solar farms. That is all old energy of the past.
Or those windmills.
None of it. None. So
Yeah, that's so
those
amazing.
are what you would call 3D ways of producing electricity. You're going
Hmm.
to fourth and fifth. So this is one part that the average person will not see, will not understand, that the electricity coming into your apartment or house will be coming from a totally different source,
Right.
totally different source. So these are part of the changes that you're going to see. And also with this comes the cleanup of the planet. Your star family, your star planetary beings that are here with you, assisting you, have technology to clean every bit of your planet up in hours or a couple of days. Their technology will clean up all pollution, all poisoning,
Hmm.
all of it, from your waters, from your soil, from your plants. All of it will be healed
Hmm.
very, very quickly. So many changes coming.
That's
And
amazing.
And for those of you that are aware, you will be elated as to how this will unfold, for you have known about this for many years and it is now coming to fruit. It's a time to rejoice. It is a time to rejoice.
Hmm. Beautiful. So just as we
Much,
start, sorry, go ahead.
much is coming to
Hmm.
liberate you. This is all about the liberation of the planet.
And I understand like the solar system, there's other beings that are assisting, and it also helps them liberate them and helps them evolve.
Correct, correct,
So we're all very connected. And as
correct.
and as we started this transmission, I saw all these little fairies that came in. We're speaking on such a big subject to have the little fairies coming in to assist with the energy. So it just goes to show you never know who's holding what powers.
They, they're all excited, all the elementals,
Yes.
the elves, all of them are real. Even your Sasquatch,
Yeah.
very real.
Which is
They
a
keep
perfect example of a timeline is the Sasquatch, because it was like they're literally living in another timeline that's starting to blend with ours. And that's why you see them and then you don't, because they move from timeline to timeline. But they're like coming into our timeline more and more, or are we going into their timeline? Like, right? We could probably We're probably
We are
going into
moving
their time.
towards their timeline because they are at a higher
Right.
vibrational.
Yeah.
We wish to also talk about the ships.
Mm.
There'll be far more sightings. The ships will be far closer to the ground,
Right.
getting you ready for the day where you meet with them. So many more sightings. And these sightings will be without fear. For the consciousness of the mankind on the planet is now ready for them. Even those that may not believe in it, but the consciousness is at a level tipping point, so to speak, where the majority of you believe in these ships, believe in these off-planet ships, that they will be coming much closer to the planet. You will be able to see them much clearly, and there will be no fear. There will be elation,
Mm.
awaiting the time where they will walk amongst you, which is not in the too far distant future.
Mm.
We see that no more than 3 years from now.
Mm.
No
That's
more than
pretty.
3 years. They will walk amongst you. And many of them do not look like you,
Mm-hmm.
but there will be no fear because your energy fields will match their hearts, your hearts. There will be zero fear. There will be that connection that you've been missing,
Mm.
like a long lost friend, like a long lost brother.
Mm.
For they are your brothers and sisters.
Wow.
This is coming. You have much to expect in the next 3 years.
So it sounds like, even though there's still a lot of stuff going on and we still have to clear a lot of stuff, because the more we clear, the more peace happens on the planet, and the more we go up in our own frequency and vibration, where we can start getting a different perspective on duality, on polarity, so that you're not revolting against it. You're not trying to get rid of it. You're just working with what is in existence. And the more you evolve, the more you become relaxed with it. And then more peace happens, so that whatever timeline you choose to be on, you can be. You're not busy trying to fight the lower, oh, I got to get rid of this, or this is, I got to make this stop, versus keep going up in vibration and keep getting a higher point of view and a better understanding and a better
Definitely
allowing.
a greater knowing,
Mm-hmm.
and knowing that this is your place in the universe, and knowing that this is where you are meant to be. And it'll be like coming home. It will feel like you're coming home. On a collective soul level, we are so elated as to what's happening on the planet for all of us. It is the greatest time in our history. There's so much to be thankful for and to have gratitude for, that the changes are here. The work has been tough. The work has been very difficult for all of you that have had many lives here. We understand that, but that has brought you great growth and moving forward. Whereas you move to the galactic society, the galactic world, you will be working with other fifth, sixth, seventh dimensional beings. For this is your home. This is your rightful place. This is what you have to look forward to. It'd be a
Yeah.
wonderful time ahead.
So basically, like, in order for us to play out the polarity, duality life and experience and have the rich experiences that we've had to separate ourselves to create many aspects of us in order to create, right from healers to wars, so we can experience everything. So the coming home is actually merging with yourself again back into oneness. So it's not about getting rid of, it's about being one with it, and not, reacting to it, but
Anymore.
merging with it, because it is another aspect of you.
It is.
So
That's well
um
said.
it's a crazy brilliant matrix system
It's
where
well
we can
said.
play, but at the same time, we are now in, you know, a time in this time in our planet and our lives where we're now merging it all together and becoming one and not having any reactions. So this is where we learn to be more with our brothers and sisters, and and just
Coming
become more
home,
of a community, and like you're saying, come home,
come home.
because we've been so disconnected, so disassociated, so split.
Mhm.
So, yeah, that's a brilliant,
We have an analogy for you.
mm,
Imagine you travel to a foreign land where
mhm,
it's a different culture, a different language, a different way of being and thinking, and you went to this land and felt confused. I don't understand this land, the way they think, the way they talk, their cultures are so different from what I'm. But you needed to learn and experience that culture for
right,
to make it to enrich in you
right,
and to have more growth so that you can take that with you on your life travels. So, this is how an analogy of your lives here on this planet, where you had to experience all these things and this polarity and this separation, so to speak, that you had to go to this foreign land to experience something that was not normal to you, that as you learn that and grow from it, you expand from it because you needed to experience that.
yeah,
And it enriches you,
yeah,
evolves you. And this is another analogy for you.
yeah. So then you come back to your own country, or your
Your
familiar
origins.
surroundings, and yeah, your family, or what you're used to, and then you just like, oh, so it's wonderful.
It is very wonderful. It's very wonderful.
So thank you so much. We're looking forward to all the stuff that's coming. And it hasn't been an easy ride for us light workers or us starseed people. We thought,
It
oh,
hasn't.
like, yay, vibing. But no, it has been a kick-ass time. Like, we've been no sleep and physical stuff happening to us, and we're
Exactly.
bedridden, we're zombies, we're not functioning, and it's the purging, and the one minute we're happy, next minute we're in a meltdown, so it's still going to go on for a while. I
For a
heard within
while.
two
Mhm.
3 months it's really going to settle down, because the planet's still in Mercury. I think by November 19th everything planets straighten out a bit where we can relax, but there's still a lot of work to do, yes, and there's still a lot of
There
people waking
is.
up.
And as the collective soul watches all of this, we are so grateful for you volunteers that came here as the light workers to do this very difficult job.
Mm,
For you have had a very difficult job here on this planet, trying to keep yourself grounded, trying to keep yourself who you are and what you are, for you felt lost here. All the light workers felt lost here on this foreign planet. But because of you, we are winning this. Because of you doing the work, we are leaving behind the darkness on this planet and moving into the light. Because of the energy of all of you light workers and star seeds, this is happening. Without you, this planet would have been lost. So you have done a tremendous job for this planet. And there's millions and billions of souls who are so grateful to this small handful of light workers who decided to come down here and help us to get through all this with your energy, with your love, with the frequency that you hold. We are so grateful for all of you, for you are the warriors. You came here to liberate us. And it's been very, very difficult ride for all of you. We do understand that.
mm,
But you are coming to that time where you're rising above all this negativity and difficulties in your life, where you are now going to experience abundance and joy and peace on a level you never thought was possible. All because all of you banded together as one big heart on this planet to raise the vibration on this planet. We are so grateful. for you, the light workers. We wish to share that with you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having the courage to come down here, not knowing how difficult it would really be for you.
Yeah.
We thank you.
So we thank you so much for coming here and sharing this with us, and soul and collective soul and source. And I think we need to do this often, because to be reminded that we are on track and we are not grounding enough. And I know that prayers and speaking with source, the more we do it and the more we ground, um, the
It
easier
helps.
it will be to get us through
Prayer is
this.
very important at this time. Prayer is very important at this time. Creator, your source, has heard your prayers. For billions of you are crying out for help. And source, our creator, has heard your prayers and is stepping in to take care of all of this very, very soon.
Mm.
The change is, you're upon this change. Rejoice. Keep heart centered and know that you've come here to win, and you have won. Many souls are so grateful to all of you. Many souls. We wish to leave that with you today. Namaste.
Thank you.
Wow, not energy. Oh, wow.
That was a packed house tonight. Wow, that was really good.
Yeah, I'm just a channel. But I could feel that energy, from the collective. Because the souls needed help and we came to
Mm.
help, right? As the Archerians told me one time, they said only the bravest of the brave have volunteered to come down here. And that's us.
Wow, some days
Bravest of the brave. And yes, it's been a very, very difficult go. But we're past most of it. We really are.
yeah.
We really are. And there is still some light workers who are suffering for sure. There's still some healing needed, right?
Sure.
The traumas and the dramas, all of that. So, yeah, I just got that strong energy from source that my word is the word. This is it. Done. Where these wicked ones feel that they are the gods on this planet. They are not the gods. One day. Wow. Hang on.
It's pretty exciting times. Like, to be part of it, witness it, be one of the soldiers in it, like the whole, it's like there's so many aspects to it, right? It's like,
It is.
wow. It's very surreal.
It is surreal. It's
You know,
wonderful and it's exciting. Yeah, so the gifts that we're going to be opening up to, I mean, the gifts are already here. They were closed down.
yeah,
They were being
yeah.
held down by this third dimension, right? They're really going to open up soon. Imagine that.
Yeah, and
The veil will be lifted.
I think we need to stay focused on, what is coming and what's possible, what's available, to not get so dragged down into
No,
how the polarities of it. Jeez, like even today, I went from like rah, to oh, so productive. I was like,
well,
oh my,
we're purging those old energies, right? And we're saying, okay,
crazy.
I don't need you anymore. Okay, I understand. Time to go.
Yeah.
right? Like a fly that bothers you, just get lost, right?
Oh my God.
I've got the upper hand, leave.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have a lots to expect in the future. Very, very exciting time.
So yeah.
Oh, I'm
So
still filled with that energy. Woo! My entire chest is just going.
I'm going to stop the
Wow.
recording. So
Okay.
thank you so
So you're gonna
much.
post this?